his career right here on enemy soil. Give it up for Platinum Mike Yair.
Come on, Cowboy! Woo! Cowboy! Cowboy! Cowboy's gonna take you, Perry! Cowboy!
We all know who the real main event is.
Cowboy!
Me and Cowboy, motherfucker. Me and Cowboy. Without me, you don't get the fight. You don't get the same fight, baby. It's all love. It's all good. We appreciate y'all showing up. 25 years of fighting right here. I'm 27. I got a head start. Let's go, baby. I said it, now I gotta do it, right? Low key, I was lying. Fuck Cowboy, he gonna be flying. When I hit him with that uppercut, he gonna bust a nut. Fall flat on his ass. I'm gonna take that check and I'm gonna cash that bitch. I'm about to get that money this week, and that's what I came here for. And I came here to put on a show for Denver. We appreciate y'all coming out, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the mix. You know what I'm saying? I broke a little sweat. Appreciate the workout. And sorry I gotta do what I gotta do to your hometown boy, man. Any questions?
What are you gonna do to Cowboy? Nothing. What are you gonna do to Cowboy? You have to pick his head up out of the
That
crowd.
left uppercut. Cowboy, you hear that? That left uppercut coming. You better watch that. You better move your head out the middle. You be like, Cowboy be like, this is okay. This Cowboy. His head be right in the middle. I'm gonna go like this, block and kick. Wham, wham, wham. That's it. That's all she wrote. I hope it's not too short of a show for y'all on Saturday. I hope he can take a few shots before he goes to sleep. We'll see how bloody the fight is. Let's make a war out of this. But I appreciate you, Denver. Thank you very much, except for that guy.
You brought up like cutting weight as a woman, like hormones and everything play a factor. Sarge brought that up when she missed weight. She kind of accredited like, hey, it was this month and everything. Like, is that something fans just don't recognize, like especially female fighters?
Yeah, you know, it's not an excuse. It's really not. Weight cutting, it's brutal. The I mean, being a female, there's different things, and when you're cutting weight, when you're fluctuating your hormones, I mean, we have reproductive organs that it takes an impact on, and it's a lot harder for us when it comes to that. And I mean, being the female athlete and going through it multiple times, I think this is like my 26th weight cut. It's gotten harder each time, and with the recovery and stuff, I mean, I recover really well. But then afterwards, the way you bounce back and how high your body goes and stuff, or the different things that your body does, it's never the same. So, I mean, it's a real thing, and it's a lot. So, I mean, it is a real struggle.
Damn. What are you wearing today, sir?
Oh, this is.
I have this jacket.
And how many chinchillas were killed in the making of this jacket?
It's new. Is this something you just brought out of the closet?
No, it's new. We were out riding our mountain bikes in a little town out in New Mexico, like a crazy trail, and we stopped in it. There was a sign that said coffee and soda on the door. So we went in there and bought it to get some drinks. We were thirsty as hell, and this was hanging on the wall. And I was like, I gotta have that. I gotta have that. And they're asking too much. And the guy is like an Indian fella, and he had a big buffalo head on the wall that he made and painted, and had a big hawk feather hanging off it. And I was like, all right, I'll buy that jacket for the price you're asking, but you got to throw the $600 buffalo head in. And he said, deal. I said, all right, let's go. Let's take it. So there you go.
So that leaves. When you were on mountain bikes, how'd you get the buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, I had my truck. Yeah, right, fair enough. Yeah, we weren't out. Actually, we were just we were downhill mountain biking. Yeah.
So that's the first question. The second question is, if they're willing to throw in a $600 head, how much was that jacket?
It was a tax write-off, if that counts.
You want to get sent to a new weight class on a win and a good opponent, but because of sort of what happened with the camp and how it kind of forced people to choose sides, do you wish that this fight wouldn't have happened if you're ended up going to go to a new weight class anyway?
No, by no means. This fight's happening. It's no. You mean in terms where I could still be at the gym and this never would have happened?
Yeah,
oh,
brought
no.
that situation to a head, like had you fought somebody else at 170.
Yeah, but it happened. It did, and Winklejohn drew his line in the sand. And now I get to spit on the other side, so it's all right. Fuck him. There's your clickbait, motherfuckers. Fuck you, Winklejohn.
Do you think most fans know your real name?
No, not at all. I think I legitimately, there are people who think my name is Bob, and it's all good, you know. I never really thought I would be one of those Rampage or GSP kind of guys, but hey, I'll take it. VBR, Violent Bob Ross, if that's what you want to call me, that's what you want to know me as, I'm good.
So if someone says, hey, Bob, you're turning around?
Most of the time.
We are fighters. We already know how to fight, you know, and sometimes you can have a strategy and it doesn't work the way that you think, and you gotta adjust. You know, you always gotta be able to adjust no matter what. And I always have a strategy before my fights, and at the end of the day, my coaches always told me, you go and do whatever you want to do. You know, you can picture it 100 times in your mind, and probably that day is not like you picture it. You know, so you gotta be ready for whatever it comes. And I'm ready for whatever it comes.
Wondered, I know you mentioned you had the one encounter with Cowboy this week. Have you crossed paths anytime since he complimented you on your hair? Have you guys had any more exchanges?
No, I seen some videos of him. You know, he been talking a little. He ain't been talking too wild since he been out here. But there was a video he did when they came to Albuquerque, and they released that one yesterday, I think. And he was talking cash shit on that, boy. I told him keep that same energy Saturday night. That's how it's gonna be. I don't know. Are we facing off today? I'd love to get close and personal.
Not till tomorrow, unfortunately.
Tomorrow, okay.
I mean, unless you want to do one, we can get PR to do it. We'd happily do one.
I'm always down. We can fight today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Up next, our co-main event is at welterweight. Another Colorado native, Donald Cowboy Cerrone, takes on Platinum Mike Perry. Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Platinum Mike Perry in our co-main event at welterweight.
Yeah! Let's go!
Our main event is at featherweight. Ranked featherweight contenders. The Korean Zombie Chan Sung Jung takes on Yair Rodriguez. The Korean Zombie and Yair Rodriguez.
So for the record, it was the ref said it was your eyes fluttering, not the arm.
Yes.
Because
so
on the replay, it looked like you grabbed your. It looked
That's-
like you tap a little bit, but it was really the ref shaking your arm.
So after they came back, he said something about my arm. But when he stopped it, I said, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "I'm sorry. I thought you were out." He said, "I thought I saw your eyes flutter." And I was like, "Well, my eyes weren't fucking fluttering." That's exactly what happened at that moment. After they watched the replay, I think I remember somebody saying something like, "Oh no!" When I was talking to Felder on the side of the cage, he said, "Well, it kind of looks like your arm went limp." And I said, "Well, I was fucking relaxing. When you're caught in a submission, you don't want to, when you're caught in a choke, you don't want to be. I'm not gonna flex and bust out of it." You know.
Looking online, some criticism of people that say you were out. It was because you didn't flex your arm.
Yeah, I was relaxing. I was out. I wasn't choked. I wasn't choking, and I just relaxed. I mean, I do it all the time in practice. Anybody who rolls and has been caught and choked and just waited it out has done it. That's what you do. I think that what he could have done is checked me. I think that I could have talked to him at that point. If he had said, I mean, there's sometimes that you can't, but if he had said anything to me, he didn't say anything to me. If he had said anything to me, I would have said, "I'm okay." I told him in the locker room before. He told me this in the locker room before. He said, "If you're caught in something, if I hear you yelling anything, I'm going to figure it's a verbal submission." I said, "I have a tendency to say, I'm okay. And he said, "Well, if I hear you yelling or scream or anything, I'm going to assume that it's a verbal submission." So you don't want me to talk? You do want me to talk? Well, you want me to relax? You want me to flex and bust out it? What do you want me to do?
So do you think he made the right call stopping the fight right there?
That's the referee's call. So I'm happy about the win. I was choking him. They thought he was out.
Do you believe he was out?
I'm just choking dudes. I don't feel, I can't like feel his blood leave his neck, So when I'm squeezing him, it just feels good to me. I like squeezing people, So I was squeezing him until he was gonna go to sleep. So whether he was gonna go to sleep or he wasn't, the referee thought he was. So
what'd you think of the old school canvas?
I liked it. I wanted my win to be cooler than that, and then they put all this controversy. I wanted to do like the pose and everything, but then they had all these people in the ring, kind of ruined everything. But yeah, yeah, constipated pose a little bit, but I feel good. I'm happy about it. It was really cool. I saw when I was watching the guys. Before the fight, I saw them do it like the old style with their names, and I was like, "Oh, my name's gonna be up there! Oh my God, it's so cool!" Like, I was just, I don't know, words can't describe like how happy I was, and that's why I felt like the fight just happened the way that it did. I felt like I was just flowing in there, fighting properly, and it got finished. That's what I'm here to do, choke people.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is it, like cool.
So
Let me
no
do what I do.
nerves?
None at all. None at all. I was ready to put in work all day. You look at my Instagram and dudes say you go get this work. You go Loaded Lux is like you go get this work, and that was big move today. He got that work. You about to get this money. I can't wait to see my bank account. And yeah.
What's the next? One more time. A couple of guys, so they didn't realize that thing. So you ask for Khabib. So I ask for Khabib because Khabib is the number one. This is the champ. He's the champion. I'm looking him. I don't see him the best guy on that game. I see him is really good on his game. So he take down everyone and smash everyone. So let's see if he can do it with me. I have my jiu-jitsu. Let's see. That's why I want to come here. I want to be the champion of this game.
A lot was made on him training with Khabib for like when Khabib was preparing for Conor, he brought that up. Like he said that you weren't going to bring anything that he hasn't seen in camp. How did he feel in there? Like how did his wrestling feel?
Well, I've never gone with Khabib, but if dude's wrestling a bear, I mean, I'm sure Luis was a rag doll for a few weeks. So, I mean, I don't know how much good work he got. I mean, yeah, it could maybe make him tougher, but I'm pretty sure that Khabib tossed him around as well as all the other guys he trained with. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be a training partner for Khabib, to be honest. But
it's very emotional. I try to keep it all together. So when I get in the locker room, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to cry. It's been a roller coaster. It's been a real roller coaster, and no matter what, I'm back. I made it back, and I wanted to finish the fight. It didn't work, but no matter what, I have a special group of people behind me, and. Without them, I wouldn't be here. But no matter what, I'm back. I made it back. No matter what everybody says, I'm back. I had a very bad injury, not only my hand, an injury that made it almost impossible for me never to fight again. And a lot of people don't know about it, and I don't want to get into it a lot. But I can tell you, I've been through hell and back, and I'm back, and that's all that matters.
I know you say you don't want to get into it a lot, but what was it? I mean, can you share what happened?
It was a bad injury. I almost was blind. I got almost blind, and I was blind for a long time, and I still have some damage, but I'm still back. No matter what people say.
Was there an accident, or was it?
Yeah, a stupid freak-ass accident. It was a freak-ass accident.
What happened?
I kicked the ball, and the ball came back in my eyeball, and it damaged my nerve, and it made me blind for a long time. And I still have nerve damage, but I still have nerve damage, and up to 2 weeks ago, it was still unsure if the doctors are going to clear me to fight here in the United States. I was cleared in the Netherlands. But it wasn't cleared here in the United States, and nobody knows about this. My team knows about this. My close friends know about this, and so it's not like it was nothing. It was a hell of a journey to get here.
I put a lot into this, and I've been on the end of, some decisions that might have gone the wrong way, and this might be one of those on the other side. You never know, but it's just I really wanted to finish, couldn't get it, but. I'm just ecstatic to be able to have such a great crew behind me this camp, and even with everything going wrong all the way up into my shorts being wrong when I stepped here in the arena, I just kind of had to push through, and it wasn't my best performance, but I kind of had to man up, and I'm really excited to have that win. So.
What'd you tell Dana sitting?
I told him I get the fight. I get one of the bonuses.
You didn't ask. You told him.
Yeah.
I told him that, just like I told him I got the contract, and look where I am.
What did he say?
I don't know exactly. There was a couple of things that we went back and forth on, but I'm pretty sure he might give me one.
So cool.
And this is your first fight as a father, correct?
Yeah, first fight as a father. It was unbelievable, man, for sure.
You yelled something right when the fight was over. You were yelling. Were you yelling for your kid, or were you?
Get my motherfucking boy. That's what I said. I don't even care. And then I was in the shower just now, and I was like, damn, I feel so bad. Like I put my grandma in second place, you know what I mean? Seriously, I told Lindsay that. I said, man, the first person I called for was my son. Like, maybe I am changing, huh? That's crazy, because Dana was like, your grandma's right there. I'm like, get my fucking boy. And I was like,
You walked her out, right?
yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, it's just my grandma. I love her to death. But I mean, my first instinct was like, I don't even care. I don't even care if he's allowed in here. He's a cornerman. Yes, bring him in. We're good, So it didn't matter to me.
What were you thinking at that moment? You just wanted to share the moment with him?
Yeah, I just wanted to hold him, man, and kiss him, and fuck yeah. I don't know. It's a feeling I've never felt in my life, ever. It's crazy. So I'm so judgmental. The whole week, everyone's like, is fatherhood changing? I'm like, you're right. It was lame. And here I am, cliche as shit, talking about fatherhood changed me.
Was it as soon as he won, you just 100%, or was it like the whole?
No, when we were in the back, the guy showed me a picture of him all dressed up, and I couldn't even fight the tears back, man. I was like back there bawling, like, whoa. And I've never, like I said, I've never felt anything like that ever in my life. And then when I walked out and I kissed him right before I went in the cage, like, it didn't matter what Perry had. Like, no, I'm coming. Here I come. Fuck yeah.
Hey, Cowboy, now that you have this moment, can you just tell us who your team is? Like, who are these guys that brought you out? That
Bums.
Yeah.
If you guys could see them, why don't you guys come in here? This is going to be a shocker because they're black. So this might be, this is like, what? Whoa! Hey! Not one, but two black friends.
Let me get on the other side. Make this Oreo right.
Oreo right. Make the Oreo right.
This is Jafari. He been with me for a long time in wrestling. His brother's actually way better than he is. But,
not true.
And
Not
Harry,
true.
judo and jiu-jitsu coach. We don't really do much judo, but we try. I try. He's really good. Also, Joe Schilling, I don't know if he's in here or not. Jonathan Webb here came back. All the old school people came from my camp. John's been with me back when Paul Felder, we were all training at the ranch. Everyone came together for this fight, and so unbelievable.
Leonard came up.
We had Leonard Garcia swinging at the ranch.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. It's a good journey, good moment. Now I got to go drive my RV home and get on a plane and go back to work. Because I'm a working man.
It was unbelievable to watch. Probably fight of the year. Definitely finish of the year. I mean, you got a perfect angle, a picture of it, of 1 second. I mean, we got the official scorecards. Korean Zombie was winning all the scorecards. He was 1 second away from winning, and he ate a standing elbow right to the face, and then just crumpled. I mean, he was a floor mat. It was a pretty scary scene. Casey, our cameraman, was saying in the back that they didn't even show a lot of it on air because it was too grisly. I mean, he was face down, and they rolled him over, and he was still out.
Yeah, he fell down right in front of me, and I just kind of sat there, and I kept taking photos, and I noticed how long it was taking him.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving at all, so I was really nervous. But actually, Yair Rodriguez threw that elbow earlier in the fight, kind of didn't land perfectly. So he tried it again at the very last second, and I just remember thinking at that moment when he fell, when Korean Zombie fell, I was like, wait, what just happened?
I thought it was a headbutt or because Zombie was going down and Yair was like forward. I thought he went into his shoulder or headbutt him. And then on the replay, it was clear. It was a picture-perfect elbow. It was about as perfect as you can get. Crowd went nuts. Yair hurt his leg celebrating, but it was probably an accumulation of just all the damage he took. Blood was across the canvas. Eventually, Korean Zombie did get up and he walked out of the octagon on his own power. But fight of the year, knockout of the year. Both men got performance bonuses. They were both transported to the hospital right away. But I picked Korean Zombie to win. I believe you picked Korean Zombie to win too. He was 1 second away from winning, but all in all, beautiful fight. Absolutely beautiful fight.